Hi Aries, how are you? Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a good holiday season. Welcome to your 2019 overview. These are going to be pretty quick for my YouTube videos, but if you order one, they're an hour long and I go into a lot more detail. And so just so you know, these are going to be pretty quick. I'm going to run through them so I can get these messages out to a lot of people. And then if you are interested in a personalized one, just know that they are an hour long. And that option's on my website. Okay. Aries, Aries, Aries. And I got this new webcam and it just sucks, but I'm trying to streamline my processes so I can do more videos. And it's just taking this my webcam thing sucks. So I apologize for the lack of clarity. I will hopefully have it fixed in the next couple weeks. All right, Aries, Aries, Aries. We do this by quarter. So first quarter, second, third, and fourth. Spirit and universe, what are the messages for Aries, love and life in 2019 first quarter? Love and life for Aries. All right. January through March. And again, when you order it, it's wider and we pull clarifiers. Okay, Aries, January through March. Center of the deck. Well, first of all, bottom of the deck. Four of Pentacles. This is important because right underneath it, we have the Hierophant reversed and then the Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords reversed. So right here, we can show, Aries, that there is a need in you to hold on to your power and not give it away. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that because someone's being dishonest or someone is being sneaky or a little secretive with something. It doesn't have to be about that. But this is about you. In order for you to feel stable, in order for you to feel whole and spiritually enriched, you know that feeling that I'm talking about. In order for you to feel that, you have got to hold on to things that you have. Aries, you are in the zodiac, the babies of the zodiac. You know this. There's an air of innocence about you. There's an air of freedom and excitement and initiation about you. You know this. But it is very easy for other people and other energies to feed off of that innocence and feed off of that excitement and feed off of that initiation. And what happens when you give all of that away to people, it becomes very draining for you. And then they go about their merry way and you're left feeling unwhole. You feel partial. And so while on the surface this could be about money and the need to save money, yes, it could be. But Aries, I think on a deeper level, this first quarter is about you taking care of you. Learning what it feels like when someone is pulling that energy away from you and how to stop it and how to keep it. All right? Because you don't want to disengage with people. It doesn't necessarily mean they're an energy vampire. I mean, we don't have to take it to that negative level, but you have to become aware of that and learn when to withhold. See, they're still around him, but he's withholding. Okay? So very important message, because there's a lack of solidification here in something that ultimately is and could be good, but it's not whole yet, and it's because you're not whole. That's the purpose of this first quarter, working on being able to do all the things that you want to do and be with all the people that you want to be with in terms of friends and work environments and, you know, love too. But learning how to not give your energy away. You're one of the most giving signs because you see potential in everything. And people will suck that away from you in 5 seconds. Okay? Underlying message. Very important. Then we have the Three of Wands. So you, in terms of this, right? We have the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. In terms of this, you're feeling like you're doing everything that you can do. You're trying as hard as you can try. You're giving everything that you can give. But I think the message here is that you're giving too much. You've got to learn to withhold. This camera really sucks. You've got to learn to withhold that. Okay? And until you do, you are going to feel left out in the cold, because you will feel left out in the cold, because people will take what they'll take from you and then they'll leave. And where's the victory in that? So here, this is how this is you, how you want to be, how you feel you are, how you feel you could be, all of that. All right, here we have the Emperor, and then we have Judgment and the Knight of Swords. This is very clearly about self-awareness and energy conservation and being very, very discerning when it comes to this. You don't have to react to this type of energy. I think, Aries, that's why this is reversed. All right? Either someone is coming in and they're being stable, or this is calling for you to have that emotional and mental stability that you need. That's what this discernment is here for you. Okay, first quarter. Awesome. Okay. Then, what do we have here? The Nine of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Lovers reversed. Again, I think this is not about this. In Aries, I'm getting frustrated because I feel like this has been a message that we've continuously had time and time and time again. And I don't know if it's that we, myself included, aren't learning the lessons, or there's more work to do on ourselves first. But love is not the focus. And as passionate as you are, Aries, it's hard for love to not be the focus. But right now, I think it's not. I think it's withholding. Because you've got a lot going on. And in an effort to curb confusion, I think you're retreating a little bit from a partner, from a love situation, from love in general. So again, first quarter, there's this essence of this whole self-focus. And frankly, because of these first three cards, I think it's very needed. Okay, second quarter, April, May, June. Your birthday, well, March too, but your birthday month, April, May, June. And two, you know, you're getting ready in this first quarter, you're getting ready to have your solar return, your natal return. So there's a little bit of winding down and ramp, so you can ramp up. All right, Aries, second quarter 2019. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. Again, we have this retreat. This essence of this retreat. Again, it's about you. It's about you leading. This is self-leadership. Okay, you're going to have more than enough energy. But I think really this has to do with the fact that you have either left a situation or you've left this nonsense. This is nonsense. Okay, this confusion, this feeling in this fog, it's nonsense ultimately when you start getting back on your A game and you start figuring out your direction and your purpose. And again, this is not, we're coming from this place where this is about you. And I mean, you are Aries, so a lot of the times you do need it to be about you. But this is, when you're coming from this innocent, idealistic place, there has to be a lot of self-reflection, and there has to be a lot of self-identity creation, creating your identity from that. So despite what everybody else is doing, despite your family, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your friends, your work relationships, despite that, Aries, it comes down to you. How do you feel about it? How do you want to feel about it? How can you make it better, right? Because you're always that idealistic perspective. You always have that idealistic perspective. And, okay, I don't like this now, but I want to be here. You know what I'm talking about. It's not coming from a selfish place. It's not with you, Aries. So again, here we are. You've stepped away, or you've figured out how to. You have this resurgence of energy, and then here you are again, okay? Stuff's flowing. There's no internal battle. You're able to plant a new seed, a new beginning. Interesting row. I think, Aries, there's a lot of times where you have these moments of deep, deep reflection. And when things get going well, you have a tendency, and rightly so, to say to yourself, this is how it should have been all along. So maybe I caused, the reason why it hasn't been like that before was because maybe I did something, or I wish they would have done something. You go through those ruminating thoughts. And while this very easily could be about another person, it could bring them back around. With this Three of Swords reversed, it could bring them back around, or you wanting them to be brought back around. I mean, backs are turned to this situation. So, and it sounds like when I say that backs are turned to the situation, that they're cut off, they're gone for good. But I think no, I think there's this effervescent rumination that goes on in your daily life about whatever the situation is. And I think with respect to them and the situation, Aries, there's a great deal of regret. I think you know that there's nothing anybody can really do except move on. But nonetheless, here it is. When life gets really good, you wish that these people that you were wanting to fight for all along stayed with you, because now it's really good and you want them with you. So what does this call for? I think with this type of situation, there's always going to be a need for healing. There's always going to be a need for understanding and deep thought and rest. I think that's going to resurface throughout your life time and time again. And so when that takes place, spend some time and then move forward. 10 of Wands. Spend some time, but don't let it paralyze you. Be there, recognize, wish, hope, right? And then figure out what you're going to do. Strength to move forward. Okay, third quarter. July, August, September. July, August, September for Aries. July, August, September for Aries. Interesting. Give me a moment here, because this is again, and I think you've been in this place before, Aries, but this is a place of realization and freedom, but along with it comes some stagnation. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we do have the Hanged Man, we do have the Two of Swords, and the Fool reversed, and the Seven of Cups. So when I use the word stagnation, this is still about either this person or these moments in your life This is still about manipulation, deceit. Again, I'm going to be saying narcissistic, emotional abuse. Okay? But we don't need to get stuck there. And I think that's what all of this has been about for you, is you're not wanting to get stuck there. So you've been figuring things out. You've been moving forward. Life is actually going really well. But I think Aries, moving into this third quarter, I don't know if there's a triggering that takes place or a lack of something, because we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed next to the Moon and the Queen of Swords. So there's control, like a nasty authority taking place. And the Queen of Pentacles means that reverse, that there's not enough of something. There's not enough stability. There's not enough money. There's not enough giving. And so because of that, there's this inability to move forward. And it might have to do with a current partner. You're feeling very stuck, but you're not feeling controlled. That was this past person, okay? But I think there's a new person, and it's still not, you're fine, but I think the situation in love that you're in is feeling very stagnant and is having a really hard time, maybe because of what the other person has or doesn't have. There's a lack of balance there on some level. So it leaves you some choices. You're really questioning what to do. You're waiting and you're watching. Your defenses are up. You have options, no doubt about that. But I think you're waiting. Third quarter is a quarter of feeling very stuck. Now let's get into the fourth quarter. Now again, in the one that you order, that's an hour long, we'll pull clarifiers. There's each quarter, there's like high level overview cards of the whole quarter. All right, fourth quarter. For Aries. I'm taking a deep breath right now because I feel massive breakthroughs. Okay, Justice, the Star, Ten of Swords reversed. Okay, so either moving forward or it's not bothering you anymore. Ace of Wands. So there's this breath of fresh air. There's clearly an ending now. Finally, you know, we did have the Fool reverse before, so I think now there is this. Right, you break down so you can break through. So hits and misses of that, right? Faith and hope, justice, new beginnings, right? Slow, steady action, endings. Okay. And again, with this Three of Pentacles, and even in the first quarter, you had the Ten of Pentacles, there is definitely a sense of, like, you are fine in terms of earthly creature comforts. There's stability, there's promotions, there's growth, there's, you know, financial stability there easily. But there's something that's off, Aries. I mean, there's a lack of transformation. There's Tower moments, the Empress reverse. So it's like you're wanting to be passionate about something, and you can do you, but like there's this missing link. And I'm not trying to be negative about it. I think that's what this is. I think you are pushing through something and finalizing something. And it's going to be a pretty big year of transformation for you. A pretty big year of transformation for you. And that's hard to say with the Death card being reversed here. But I see a lot of stepping forward, stepping back. Like physically, financially, career-wise, stepping forward, emotionally stepping back. And then it's like you have to catch up. and then there's another step forward, and then like a setback emotionally, spiritually, and then you got to catch back up. I feel like it's that type of a year where you're just kind of figuring out your bearings. You're coming off the tail end of something that was pretty traumatic, massive heartbreak even. And there was some misunderstandings and some unfairness, and I think it's still bothering you substantially, and you're really trying to move forward. Probably even have somebody else in your life or interest in somebody else, and you know, working towards it. That's what Aries do, right? We open the door and the sun hits our face and we step out and start a new day. Every single day we do that. But it doesn't mean that internally we're not still processing. It doesn't mean internally we're not still trying to understand, or it doesn't mean we're not going through something. We just see so much potential in everything, and when things don't hit home the way we want them to for us or other people, it really deeply impacts us, and we try to process and figure that out along the way. Even though physically we're moving forward, it takes us mentally a little bit of time to catch up because we're so positive. Okay? So, Aries, this was your year, your high level year. Thank you. I love you. Leave your comments, tell your stories, share your stories below. And I will see you my mid-January. I'm not going to do monthlies. I'm doing my mid-monthlies now. They're going to be coming up right after these. So enjoy. I love you. I will see you later. Bye.